A Course in Miracles. Lesson 2. I have given everything I see in this room, on this street, from this window, in this place, all the meaning that it has for me. The exercises with this idea are the same as those for the first one. Begin with the things that are near you and apply the idea to whatever your glance rests on. Then increase the range outward. Turn your head so that you include whatever is on either side. If possible, turn around and apply the idea to what was behind you. Remain as indiscriminate as possible in selecting subjects for its application. Do not concentrate on anything in particular, and do not attempt to include everything you see in a given area, or you will introduce strain. Merely glance easily and fairly quickly around you, trying to avoid selection by size, brightness, color, material, or relative importance to you. Take the subjects simply as you see them. Try to apply the exercise with equal ease to a body or a button, a fly or a floor, an arm or an apple. The sole criterion for applying the idea to anything is merely that your eyes have lighted on it. Make no attempt to include anything particular, but be sure that nothing is specifically excluded. You keep protecting what feels special. What if nothing you see is different? A $12 watch sits beside a $498,890 Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar. Set both of them to 12 o'clock and let them go. An hour passes. One reaches 1 o'clock. The other reaches 1 o'clock. Now watch what happens. One becomes cheap. The other becomes luxury. One becomes ordinary. The other becomes prestigious. One gets ignored. The other gets photographed, insured, collected, displayed, desired. But where did any of that meaning come from? The $498,890 watch never told anyone it was important. The $12 watch never confessed that it was ordinary. The ceramic never announced prestige. The plastic never announced inferiority. The hands simply moved. And A Course in Miracles says, I have given everything I see, all the meaning that it has for me. That little phrase, for me, changes the entire investigation. Because now the question is no longer, what does this thing mean? The question becomes, who gave it the meaning? And Lesson 2 does not let the investigation stay with watches. Begin with whatever is near. Let the eyes glance around. Turn the head. Look to either side. If possible, look behind. No treasure hunt. No spiritual scavenger hunt. No strain. Whatever the eyes happen to light upon qualifies. A trash can, a book, a toaster, a mattress, a plant, a travertine floor, a $50 million mansion, a shack, a beachfront view, a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Nothing gets to announce its own meaning. And then Jesus walks directly toward one of the biggest protected exceptions: body or button. There it is. Day 2. No long runway. No special ceremony. Body. Button. Same exercise. Then, fly or floor. Arm or apple. Look at the pairings. The mind may have an enormous biography attached to a body, a name, an age, a history, beauty, status, health, failure, success, celebrity, specialness, and Jesus places it beside a button. The lesson does not strain to explain why. It lets the evidence speak for itself. That is what makes the instructions so precise. Remain as indiscriminate as possible. Do not concentrate on anything in particular. Do not try to include every object in the room. That would turn looking into labor. Just glance, easily, fairly quickly, and here comes the doorway. Make no attempt to include anything in particular. but be sure that nothing is specifically excluded. Ooh, there it is, the exception. Suppose the chair is easy, the lamp is easy, the trash can is easy. Then the eyes land on the AP watch, and something says, well, that really is special. Doorway. The eyes land on the travertine floor. That is different. Doorway. The $50 million house. Surely that means something. Doorway. A celebrity sees their own star on the Walk of Fame. That means I made it. Doorway. The body. Surely this cannot be treated like a button. Doorway. The exception reveals what is still being protected. That is why this lesson requires so little effort. It is sufficient exactly as it is. Nothing needs to be added. No philosophical argument about whether the AP was handmade. No debate about craftsmanship. No discussion of resale value. No explanation of how travertine was quarried. That would already be somewhere else.
The lesson asks something much earlier. Before the story, before the ranking, before the price, before the prestige, before specialness. Where did the meaning come from? And the object remains silent. The watch never speaks. The mansion never speaks. The floor never speaks. The star never speaks. The body never speaks. Meaning keeps appearing, but the things themselves never testify that they supplied it. Lesson 1 removed the certainty that meaning lived in what was seen. Lesson 2 turns toward the one looking and quietly says, look again. Nothing has to be forced. Nothing has to be hunted down. Nothing has to be excluded. Just let the evidence remain exactly where it is. Because the moment something feels too special to receive the same application as everything else, the doorway has already opened. So what are you still protecting as the exception?